All right, so first of all, I'd like to say welcome. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming by and joining us here today at Trust DeFi, aka the Circle of Trust. It's a pleasure to be here with you. As always, my name is Mystic Crypto, and I'm your host for today. And as I said just previously, it's great to be here with everybody. So today we're here with quite an interesting project with an amazing chart, quite frankly, when looking at it. And this project is called Never Surrender One. So we're going to talk a little bit about what they've been doing and what they've been up to for the past few weeks here. We're here with Dan, so he's one of the AMA hosts for today on the side of Never Surrender. And thanks for coming by, Dan. We're going to chat some more about the project.
Thank you, bro. Much appreciated. Thank you for inviting me here.
Absolutely, absolutely. So let's start off here with a little bit of an introduction of yourself, Dan. Maybe you can tell us a bit about how you're involved with the project and what your role is there and why you're the one here hosting the AMA with us. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I got you, bro. So my name is Dan, and I'm just a member like any other member in this project. This is a team project, a community project. Most of us, we have met together, bonded together, worked hard together, raided together, shilled together in our past project together in Salama. Most of us, we pushed hard Salama, like very, very, very hard, raiding day in, day out, doing what we can to market that project with the help of the shill squad, with the help of the dev. And, we did some really, really good numbers. At one point, we went from 1M to 100M in like literally 4 days with a marketing budget of like $5,000 to $6,000. We have this really phenomenal guy on the team. His name is Alexander. He was the one that was in charge of marketing that project at the time, and he did a phenomenal job with the budget that he had. And most of us also are doxxed. If you go on salama.vip and you go on the black paper and you look at the shill squad, we have our pictures up there. We have our tags, our Instagram, our Facebook. So, you could see us. We're not here hiding. We're just here pushing and working hard. And we decided, most of us, we decided to, after we felt like we accomplished our goal with Salama, we wanted to take this to the next level. One of our members, Kimadelphia, he thought of a very, very good idea on what the next project could be. Never Surrender Ones. It's going to be based off of Donald Trump's shoe. Now, I don't know if people are aware, Donald Trump was sued by the state of New York for $450 million. And he decided out of nowhere, because I'm going to get sued, I'm going to come out with these shoes and I'm going to call them Never Surrender. So, it's kind of like a stick it in your face to the state of New York, the people that sued him. And we kind of want to take that motto and, we want to go with the Never Surrender motto. We're going to take the whole presidential meta, the meme, we're going to focus on the shoe. We're going to try to be a little bit more different than other presidential tokens that just focus on the president. We're going to focus on the shoe. And we also took the shoe idea and made it into like an Air Force Ones type of idea. So, like Air Force Ones that Nike has, is going to be Never Surrender Ones, so to speak. And hopefully we're going to be able to do some really nice things with it in the future, in terms of NFTs. So we really, really think, because there's a lot of sneakerheads and a lot of people, they collect sneakers just to collect. So, if you have a sneaker as an NFT and you market it very well to sneakerheads, there's a lot of potential room for growth. So you're, at one point you're a meme with sneakers, and then another point you're a meme for Trump, a presidential token. So, we have a lot of room and a lot of things that we could do with this project. And mind you, we're already at the market cap that we're at. We're literally just about to touch 15 million market cap, and we're not even listed on coin market cap. We're not listed on CoinGecko. We've done no marketing. The only marketing that we've done in this project is just word of mouth and a few callers here and there. This is pretty much it. You know, our logo is not even done. Our logo is not even the logo that we want. We've been sitting in our team discussion group going back and forth on a logo that we should have for like a good week now. We can't even agree. This is how perfect we want this project to be. We want this project to be so perfect that you know, we want to take this to 1 billion market cap. We really see this going to 1 billion market cap, because if you look at other presidential tokens, they've hit 50 million market cap, 60 million market cap. There's this one Trump project on ETH that has gone to 500 million market cap, and it's completely doable. And I was actually today and last Thursday, and I have a good relationship with I don't know if you're familiar with Walter and Kidd from the Walter and Kidd show, and they have really good connections with the people in that MAGA Trump project, who, you know, are trying to hook us up, trying to see if there's something we could do together. Because, you know, these Republicans, these Trump whales, these Trump supporters, they have big bags. They really have big bags, and they're looking for any other project to be able to, you know, especially if it's going to be a Trump project, but any other good investment project to throw their bags into to push this project. And mind you, you know, we do plan out on coming with utility for this project. You know, I don't want people to think that this is going to be just a meme. I mean, this is something that we want to, like, that the team, the Show Squad team, did not like about our past project, Salama. You know, if we push Salama being just a meme token that it is, with nothing else, you know, imagine what we could do with a meme token that's a presidential token, that's based on a shoe, and that has utility. You know, and we really see something big coming out of this, especially now with our new partnership that we just signed up with Gotbit. They didn't announce the official partnership yet. It will be hopefully announced soon. But, you know, we're going to be working with them in their calls groups, you know, with their network, and how we could push this project. Especially, they're going to help us utilize the NFT part of the project. And we're also making a bot with them through Gotbit Labs that we're going to be able to spread into every single project. Every single project will be able to use our bot for free. You know, but then we're also going to add features where they can pay as well. And all profits from these bots, all profits from the bots that we're going to have, are going to go strictly for buybacks and burns. Strictly buybacks and burns. We're not going to put any money in our pocket from this, because we've already made enough money in Salama. You know, me personally, I've got in that Salama at below 20K market cap. So you could only imagine. And, you know, if you could even go back to this project, NSO, and you could trace the devs wallet. The dev wallets, they have not been touched since day one. We haven't taken a token out. We haven't done anything. We plan on all these tokens. They're going to be used for exchanges, and maybe we might do some marketing, but we really want to focus these tokens on exchanges. You know, as a presidential token, it doesn't make sense to be listed just on a DEX. You know, as a presidential token, you have to be listed on every single exchange. Even the little Poppy store next door where you go, where you buy your cigarettes, he should be able to deal with these tokens. He should be able to deal with these tokens, 100%.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Well, I can certainly hear the passion in your voice and your excitement for the project, which is really nice to see. I do have lots of questions. I mean, you went over a lot of stuff there, and you know, it's pretty interesting. First of all, guys, I'd like to say, as we go through this and speak some more about Never Surrender, first of all, make sure to go have a look at what it actually means. So the whole Never Surrender one, Never Surrender, go just look up, Google Never Surrender Trump, and it'll come up with the shoes, right? These pretty cool golden shoes, very American, very cool looking shoes, very flashy. So you can check that out as well and see what the theme is behind here. But one of the questions that I had as well, you mentioned Salama, which is a project that you guys have been helping with, or that you have been helping with, and that you were part of, and that you were shilling and basically right in at the start. Where did we actually reach with Salama? What market cap did that get to?
Salama got all-time, Salama all-time high got to 100 million market cap, in from 1 million to 100 million in like 3 to 4 days, literally. And now we're hovering, I believe, like here, I'll check for you right now. We are hovering at 43 million market cap. So, hopefully with this project, we'll surpass them in no time. I mean, why not? I mean, I would love to beat 100% the last project that we pushed. So, and this is what we want to do. I mean, we're here, the Show Squad team. They're a very dedicated team. They're hardworking team. They're really big pushers, and they're very, very competitive. Like I told you, bro, we want to see this at 1 billion market cap.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. And you guys, the Shill Squad team, is this like a team that's hired to help different projects with shilling, or is it more of like a team that you guys have assembled and you guys just, projects that you particularly like, you help out and try to work with?
Yeah, so we're a team that looks for projects that have potential, that have utility, that have a future. Because we don't want to put our name behind anything that could fail, because our reputation will be on the line. So what we did together with Salama was a big step for us to build our reputation. And what we're gonna do with the NSO project, we're just gonna solidify that reputation, and we're gonna show people what we are capable of doing together as a team. And down the line in the future, who knows? Who knows? I mean, what we could come up with. To be honest with you, if people want to hire us, if people want to work with us, I mean, we're here. Honestly, a lot of us here are also here for the fun, for the reputation. I mean, look how fast we've gotten a project. I mean, look, now it's already at 20 million market cap as we speak. So maybe by
Wow.
tomorrow, after tomorrow, we could hit 100. Who knows? I mean, if you would have
Yeah,
seen the
man.
FOMO, if you would have seen the FOMO that happened in Salama, you'd be like, wow. You'd be like, wow. From 1 million to 100 million is insane. And we want to try and make these numbers happen again here in NSO, and more, 10 times more.
Absolutely. Well, geez, yeah, I mean, it's pretty crazy, man, to watch that chart. Guys, I definitely recommend you go check that out as well. You can find the chart on the pinned message just to have a look at sort of the action that's been going on. And I tell you, I did not see many red candles in there. It's just sort of a steady upward curve, and especially just in the last 15 minutes or so, or half an hour, it's really been going wild. So that's
Bro,
pretty incredible to see.
no CG, no CMC, no marketing, bro. Just word of mouth. Just word of mouth. I promise you.
Yeah, yeah, I can see. Yeah, so no coin market cap yet or any of that, and when that stuff does come live, that's the main way that how would you say the normies, or let's just say people that are not involved on Telegram all the time and checking Dex tools and Dex screener and looking at all these different new pairs and things. People that are not into that and just are dabbling in crypto and getting into it and sort of checking it out. They check CoinMarketCap, they look at CoinGecko, and so that sort of opens it up to the whole world of new investors that have plenty of money but are not maybe as deeply connected in crypto as we are. So it's quite a a bullish thing when that can happen sometimes, right? So that's still to come. So we'll be looking forward to that. Anyways, now you mentioned how you're part of the Shill Squad and helping the project, pushing it forward, absolutely doing a great job so far, it seems, according to the price action. But is there an actual team involved with Never Surrender as well? Say like a founder or core members? I assume you're part of that core team, perhaps. Um,
No, we're we're
yeah,
all we're all just core team members. That's it. Literally, we're literally all just core team members. Everybody is contributing their own thing, in what they do best. Like we have the raiders that do the raid competitions constantly, and just keep up with that. We have other people who are doing other things in the back end, working with on the bot utilities. Just everybody really doing their own thing. The design work, other people are just doing their own thing with the design work. Everybody has their own skill set that's being applied together, to push this project, and to make it happen.
absolutely, man. Well, you guys must be pretty excited, and I guess you've been supporting it and helping it right from the start. Is that right?
Yeah,
From the
yeah, day
launch?
one, bro. Day one from launch. And we actually even bought more of the bottom to begin with, just so we could raise the price up. So when people get in, they don't buy the bottom and want to exit early, so they don't have big bags. We don't want people to have big bags in the beginning, because this puts a lot of risk on our project, because we see this project easily going like past 500 million. So if you're going to buy in below 1 million, and you have a really big bag, imagine the damage that you could do once we hit those 20s, 30s, 40s, 50 millions. So we made sure we bought a big supply from the bottom, so we could also use for exchanges and also use for marketing on the way up. So, but hopefully things will go according to plan. I think we have a pretty good plan. And, the marketing budget that we're going to put, like I told you, that we use the 5K marketing budget in Salama to push it from 1M to 100M. We're going to do 10 times that in NSO. Once we are on CG, once we are on CMC, once we announce our partnership with Gotbit, once we have our bot utility out, and I'll also give you a teaser about the utility in a minute. Once we have that out, we're going to start paying for that marketing heavy. Like we're going to make this project send. And once we put 50K into marketing, it's going to be game over. And some projects might tell you, oh, we can't advertise on Instagram and Facebook because, their policy. Well, there's other ways around it that people don't really understand, or don't think outside the box. There is subtle ways that you could advertise your crypto project covertly through Instagram and Facebook. But, just people, I guess, haven't been on the game yet. So, we're going to apply this also into our marketing techniques very soon.
Awesome stuff. Yeah, I'll be looking forward to that. And I mean, one of the things that you mentioned is how you guys have a control over a portion of the supply that's going to be able to be used for exchanges and the marketing, so on and so forth. And of course, that's very powerful, because it also means you have this safe supply that's not going to get sold onto the community unnecessarily. It's not going to get dumped on the chart, so on and so forth. So that's also good to see. Now, just looking at, it's again, the performance has been pretty great so far, and it sounds like, you just started. There's a lot more to come. And one of the things that we've seen with presidential tokens is they can absolutely go wild, right? We've seen some of these go to hundreds and hundreds of millions of market cap. So, there's can be a long way to go. So speaking on that as well, some of the things that you mentioned is how you're planning to be coming out with some NFTs and some utilities and some bots. I guess they're like Telegram bots that you'll be able to utilize. What might we have coming up here in the next month or the next few weeks? What's the exciting thing that we might find for a catalyst that might be coming over the next couple of weeks when it comes to the utility side? Is that something that'll be coming up soon?
Yes. So we already have, we don't have a set date. We have an estimated date, probably like around 14 days, 15 days. Of course, we still have to demo test that bot. We're going to be making a revision, a mix of the Shield bot and the Raider X bot, the Raidmaster X bot. And we're going to be calling it the Never Surrender Raiding bot. Which is going to encourage people to constantly in their projects to raid effectively with very little effort, manual effort. Like there's some things that we've noticed in the Raidmaster X bot, giving out tokens to winners of the competition is very difficult, and it's not automated, and it's not clear. Also, something else that we've noticed, you could only have up to 3 winners. In our Surrender Ones group, in our main channel, we're giving prizes up to 20 winners, the top 20 raiders. This is something that we also want to incorporate in our bot. We also want to incorporate where you could put, in a wallet, a specific amount of money, and once the competition is over, that money is distributed to all the winners automatically, not manually, because I have to literally go manually through all the winners and, just send them through my wallet their winnings. And also something else is that, you could only have a maximum of up to 2 tweets at a time on the Raidmaster bot. We're going to completely change that. You could have more than 10 tweets at a time on the board that all the admins could go make tweets, or even the community members could go make tweets, give to the admin, and the admin will add the tweet to the raid master bot, and it'll be put up on the screen. So, with the goals, with the 15 likes, 15 reposts, 15 this, 15 that, and, it will let everybody see, so they can just go click, boom, like, repost, next one, click, boom, like, repost, next one, boom, click, right. And then once that one is filled out, it'll disappear, and then you could just go add a next one, and it'll just keep it going like that, almost like a around the clock thing. Like, we have our raid competition literally running 24/7. We are literally abusing the raid bot. Like, I'm surprised it hasn't crashed. I mean, it probably did crash once or twice because of us, because they did at one point stop working for like a good 5-6 hours. But we're definitely abusing it. We're definitely very hardcore raiders, spreading the message. Like, even sometimes, I'll make a tweet. If there's a quick message I want to get out, I'll just make a quick tweet. I'll just throw it in the raid bot, and I'll just have them do a quick 20-30 likes and reposts. And, this is kind of the automation that I want to see. Whenever we have very good big news that's going to come out, just throw it in the raid bot and just have it spread like wildfire. This is the point where we want to take it. And our bot also is gonna incorporate an advertising feature. It's gonna be like one of those electronic billboards that when you're driving down the highway and you see it flip every 5 seconds. It's gonna be similar to that. Like, I was looking yesterday on the Shield bot, how much it costs to advertise on there. For 7-day advertising on the Shield bot is 0.7 ETH. I mean, bro, we're gonna let project advertise for 7 days for like $200. It doesn't need to be that expensive to spread your message about your project. So, we're gonna definitely do some things that are gonna be so different, so out of the ordinary. It's gonna set us apart, that every single project is gonna want to use our Never Surrender raid bot in there. And not only that, when these people pay, all this money goes to a wallet that's going to be used for buybacks and burns, or buybacks, throw in the liquidity pool, and burn it in the liquidity pool. So this is money that nobody in the team is going to keep. We've already made the money. We don't need the money. Now we just want to build a reputation.
I hear you, man. That's awesome. Yeah, so that'll be a good revenue stream to help to bring some more, funding into the project from the outside, right? External revenue source, always good to see. But hey, that idea for a Telegram bot sounds pretty cool. The Chatterbot, Chatter Shield bot has been extremely successful. I see it all over in different Telegram groups all over the place. And so if you can build upon that and improve it, make it better, make it more versatile, make it have more just more available for people. You can have more winners, as you mentioned. You can have multiple going on at once, so on and so forth. I think that can really be a big hit, right? Improve upon something that's already people are using already, but just make it way better, right? So sounds pretty cool to me. Now, is that going to be, I mean, maybe you guys are probably continually sort of, building up some stuff in the background, working on different things to bring out. But are you going to be doing multiple bots, or is this sort of the main idea, and then maybe we'll start working on something else, or focusing in some different areas? Or is it going to be like this, multiple tons of bots?
Yeah, no, we're gonna have another bot for sure. Right after we finish this bot and we make it better, definitely there's more things we're gonna do with this bot. I mean, we're not only gonna do Twitter, we're gonna do Reddit, we're gonna do TikTok, we're gonna try to do Facebook, Instagram, even CMC. So I don't want you to think we're just gonna throw this product out there and just forget about it and just, hey guys, look, here's a product. No, this is something that we're gonna build upon and put our reputation behind. And then we're also gonna have another bot. We're going to be doing another utility once we finish this bot, and then we'll do another utility. And we're also already doing another utility with Bonk Crash. I don't know if you're familiar with Bonk Crash. He does gaming, betting. So we're gonna use 2 of his games inside of our Telegram group. So people could play and possibly get more tokens. And if they lose tokens, that money is going to be going into also buybacks and burns. We're not even going to take that profit. And I'm sure you're aware that some of his projects have pocketed $5,000 a week from their members playing the games.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I do know. I know Bonk Crash. I remember seeing that project quite a while ago, actually. So, yeah, it's cool to see you guys working with them as well. Um, yeah, I mean that's pretty exciting. I'll be looking forward to seeing that bot, circulating around and being used by different groups, and of course that's going to add a lot more exposure to Never Surrender as well. So that'll be pretty cool. Now, I still have a lot of questions, to be honest. There's a lot to go over. Just briefly, I'm going to stick this in there. Hey, do any of you guys actually own these shoes? Have you ordered them? Have you bought them? Can you get them now?
Yeah, they're actually on the way. One of our team members, Philadelphia, he already ordered them. So hopefully you'll definitely see them on.
Cool, man. Yeah, that'll be cool to see some of the members there rocking those kicks, right? Rocking those new shoes. So, um, awesome. So some of the other things that you've mentioned here is that in the future you're planning uh, some NFTs, right? And so are these going to be like, I don't know, pictures of the shoes and sort of different designs on them or something like that? Or what's the plan for the NFTs?
Yeah, so for the NFTs, I'll be honest with you, we're not 100% on how the NFTs are going to be. We just have like the broad idea. This is something that we're going to be working on more, hopefully with Gotbit, and rolling it out and making it happen. But the way we envision it is going to be similar to like Air Force Ones. Of course, there's going to be like a limited amount of shoes, or maybe it could be like a seasonal amount of shoes, or we'll do like a drop every season of the type of shoe, just the way Nike kind of does it, the way they drop their shoes. So we'll probably like follow their theme, follow their lead, and who knows, maybe down the line is something that we could do together with them. Something that we could make happen.
Yeah, I got you. Cool. So I guess that's something more for the future. It sounds like the bots are probably going to be a priority, and then maybe some of the NFT stuff as well. So that'll be something interesting to see. And I assume that money will be raised and then further utilized to push the project or for, exchange listings or something like that. Maybe you're still working out what you're going to use the funds for that, or?
What? Wait, the dev wallet? No, everything's gonna be exchange listings, bro. We're
Oh,
gonna
no,
try and
no,
get.
no, no.
Sorry.
No, I mean for when you with the NFTs, when you raise the NFTs, people have to pay for them, right? So that's going to be also exchange listings, or yeah.
Oh, well, for that one, honestly, no, bro. I don't know. I don't want to give you an answer. We haven't thought that far ahead. Uh, that far ahead
I hear
into
you.
that.
Yeah, no worries, man. So one of the other things that you guys talked about is Gotbit, and you have a relationship with them or a partnership. What does that actually mean, and how does that help the project?
Well, I mean, I'm sure Gotbit is one of the leading hedge funds in the space right now for cryptos and memes, and they have a really
Hmm.
really good network, really good connections. We're actually going to be doing. They're going to be filling out our stuff for the CMC and CG, and they're going to get it fast tracked. And we're going to also pay for that too. And then they're going to set up the APIs properly so that when we want to get listed on other exchanges, everything just flows through properly with exchange listings on CMC and CG. And also, a big focus for us is being viewed on the crypto bubble, so people could see the NSO logo and sign on the bubble.
I hear you. Yeah, man. That's pretty cool that you're working with those guys as well. And as well as one of the things you mentioned is, all these exchange listings that are going to be planned. Are you guys currently in talks or negotiations about that now? Do we have maybe a time frame for that at all?
Yeah, so at the moment, no exchanges yet. We kind of want to do exchanges at a little bit of higher market cap, maybe when we reach 30 million or 40 million. Of course, after we get listed on CG and CMC. And the reason why for that is because, these exchanges, they ask sometimes for an exuberant amount of money. So when we get listed at a higher market cap, the token evaluation will be cheaper for us at a higher market cap than it would be if we were getting in at a lower market cap. Because if we got in at, like, for example, below 10M or below 20M, and the price kept on going up, these exchanges, they're going to have more money in their pocket to be able to dump on us in the future. So if we get listed on these exchanges at a higher market cap, it would be less of an incentive for them to sell their tokens or do anything with their tokens until we double that market cap or triple that market cap.
Yeah, that makes sense, Dan. One of the things that I've noticed with you guys that I personally like is it doesn't seem like you're too rushed or too desperate to get everything out and so on and so forth. You see these projects and they're like, oh no, we got to get CMC in a day and get CG listed, and then we got to get the next exchange quickly and get this and that, and they just go crazy and sort of shoot all their bullets in one shot, right? And so then they have nothing left. And I think that a slower, steady sort of pace of building up and building that community, having the shill squad, having people on board is vital and a better way to do things without, because ultimately having all that stuff is not going to make the project succeed. What it is going to make the project succeed is having a community and people that believe and buy in and hold and see the future for the project and see that it's going to come further. So I like to see that anyways. Let's see here. So we've spoken about some of the utilities, the bots that you are going to be creating. How about potentially some NFTs coming up? Some exchange listings in the future. Now that once you get a bit higher market cap, obviously I think the liquidity is all sort of locked away. Is the contract renounced, or is that something that can be upgraded or changed if you need to, say, change taxes or something like that?
Yeah, the contract is renounced, so there's nothing we could do anymore. The contract is the contract.
Gotcha, I hear you. And one of the things that I know that Trust DeFi often does is they do KYCs for different projects or to help with investor security and so on and so forth. Is that something that's been done by you guys at all?
So KYC wise, not really. I mean, some of us have KYC'd ourselves with Gotbit. Yes, some of us have KYC'd ourselves. We'll definitely have to KYC ourselves with exchanges as well. And like I said, some of us are also pretty much doxed on the black paper on Salama.vip, where you can see some of the members of the shill squad already, but not everybody is KYC'd or doxed.
Yeah, and fair enough. There's no reason for that. You don't need everybody KYC or docs or anything like that, especially as you guys are more of a community team effort. I'd definitely call it a community token, right? It's not like some team that's just these 4 guys or whatever building some stuff. So I hear you on that. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. So pretty exciting for the future. One of the other things that I think that we can also talk about is regarding the launch. Did you guys was it just like a stealth launch or something like that, or was there some pre-sale or anything like that involved? I want to get an idea of what sort of holders we have that are still involved from the start, let's say.
Yeah, no, this was a complete stealth launch. I mean, if you look at like the 4-hour chart or the 1-hour chart, and you look at when the project was launched, you'll see that there was several days where the project just slowly went up and down. It didn't really do much. It was pretty much just word of mouth, telling this guy, telling that guy, being like, yo, listen, guys, Show Squad, we have this really good idea. We just threw it out there right now. We launched it. You guys want to get in? Like, even this Show Squad, not everybody in the Show Squad got in at the same time. We kind of had to sell them on the idea to get inside the project. So, and then we told our family members, we told everybody. I got some of my family members in there. Other people from the Shill Squad got their family members in there, and just people who we know got in early, and then we just started spreading the word, doing the callers, doing the networking, seeing who we knew outside our immediate family members, and then we just kind of went about it from there.
Yeah, that is awesome, man. Nice word of mouth marketing, sort of spreading it out, and that's cool. So yeah, stealth launch and no sort of pre-sale or anything like that. Good to see. Let's see here. So, what might we have coming up here? As far one thing I noticed actually is I went and looked at the X.com or Twitter profile, but it seemed to be down. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong one or something.
Yeah,
Is
so
that?
so
Yeah,
I'm sorry, bro. Yeah, so what we did was we changed our at. We didn't like how it looked before. It made us look like we didn't know how to spell it, because it only gives you a certain amount of characters that you could use, and we couldn't use the entire like never surrender. So we changed it.
sure.
We made it NSO underscore NEVSRNDR. I'll actually post it right now in the comment section so you guys can see it. 1 second.
Gotcha. Yeah,
Yeah, and then
I'll update that on our post as well, like our announcement post. So if anybody does check it out,
I appreciate you, bro.
all good, all good. So let's see. Are you guys, as far as marketing goes, I know you said that a lot of the token allocations you have, you're really saving those for exchanges, and you've been doing lots of word of mouth marketing. Haven't been paying for, I assume, not paying for tons and tons of different marketing. Is that going to change, or is there going to be, say, what are your plans when it comes to marketing? Let's talk about that a little bit. Are you going to be doing some more AMAs? Yeah, what's the strategy there?
Yeah, so I mean, I'm always open to AMAs and talking about the project. It's always something different when you're building a relationship. Like a conversation, a mouth to mouth relationship of the project. It builds a bond with people. It makes it feel more human rather than just doing it on Instagram or Facebook or advertising on Dex Screener or Dex Tools. It kind of gives a face behind the project. So I'm always open to AMAs. I actually have an AMA tomorrow with Caesar. I'm doing on his channel. We're gonna be doing an AMA there too. So the AMA part, I'm always open to do. And for marketing, like marketing, all has been paid from our own pockets, like my pocket, other members of the show squad's pockets. This is all like, and what I mean by marketing and paying out of pocket is paying for the AMAs. Like we haven't used the dev wallet or sold from the dev wallet to pay for these AMAs. So hopefully in the future, once we get on CMC CG and we announce our partnership with Gotbit, then we'll be beginning to roll out the real marketing, where you'll start seeing ads on Dex Screener, you'll start seeing ads on Dex Tools, on other social media platforms, on YouTube. We'll have other YouTubers call us out, look at our project, talk about our utility, talk about how other projects can use our utility. So, we don't want to market ourselves just as a meme coin. We want to also be a utility and a meme at the same time, because, when you have a product that you could sell, it's easier to sell a product than it is to sell just like a meme. People will always ask, okay, well, what's behind your meme? Oh, it's a good name. Okay. I mean, even if you have a bad name and you have a good utility, you're going to make money. But imagine if you have a good utility and you have a good name and you have a good narrative, you're going to make a lot more money.
Definitely, man. Well, yeah, that's cool. And regarding a lot of the stuff you mentioned there, sorry, the listings that you said as well, like once you get on CMC, once you get on CG, you'll start pushing hard with the marketing, Dex Screener ads, so on and so forth. Have you guys already applied for CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko, or is that something
No,
you're
no,
doing through
we have,
Gotbit? Like,
we haven't even applied yet because because we don't even have the logo. We can't even agree on the logo. So hopefully the logo
all
will be
right.
done Tuesday.
I hear you. I hear you. That's cool, man. It's not often I see a project reach such hot, as it has already, up to 20 million market cap or so before CG and CMC. So that's pretty cool to see. and I'll be looking forward to what happens after that listing and some of the marketing and stuff you guys will be doing. So awesome stuff, bro. I've certainly enjoyed chatting to you so far. I guess one of the other things that we'd ask about is, are you planning to do any form of staking where you could lock some tokens up, secure that price, and get some rewards for it?
Well, this is actually something that I was thinking about the other day because, once we get to a certain market cap, like let's say, God willing, we get to like 300 million market cap or 400 million market cap, what's going to be the incentive for the person to put in money at 300, 400 million market cap and say, oh, am I going to 10x from here? No, this is only going to be a 2x. A 2x sell to somebody to tell him, hey, look, bro, come here, you could do a 2x here, is going to be different than when you could tell somebody, hey, bro, come to this project, you could do a 10x or 100x here. So, when you're at like 400 million, 500 million market cap, it's not going to be an easy sell. So we kind of need something else to kind of boost, to give initiative, to let it, to let people want to still put money in. So this is what I was. So this is where I was thinking the NFTs could come in very well. Where when we have these really high priced NFTs and people are fighting to stake their NFTs, and maybe you could stake somebody else's NFT. Like somebody could have he could buy his NFT, put it in the marketplace or put it whatever he wants to do with it to stake, and then somebody else could come and put money on his NFT and he could get a percentage of the residual, something like that. Just an idea. But nothing is solidified yet, but everything's in the works. But definitely NFTs will play a huge part in the project at much higher market caps.
I hear you, man. I hear you. Yeah, some of the NFT projects can go absolutely wild, especially, I don't know, is there any sort of trouble with making it presidential related or related to the shoes or something like that? Like, I don't know, legal stuff or something?
No, we actually asked about this with Gotbit, and they even showed us that there's actually 3 other presidential tokens on CMC with Trump's face, So we're actually not, we're making it look like Trump's face, but it's gonna be a little bit. It's not gonna be exactly Trump's face, but you're gonna know it's Trump on the coin, and with the shoe with it. So we'll be able to we'll be fine with it. We'll definitely 100% be fine with it. Hopefully, God willing.
Yeah, I got you. And one of the other things is I don't think there's incentive for Trump or his team or anybody to sort of worry about that, because really it's marketing for him as well. Marketing for his shoes, marketing for his campaign, so on and so forth. So probably they like it if anything. So hey, who knows? Maybe Trump will buy some of that as some never surrender.
Because you don't see another project doing anything about his shoes. We're literally the only project talking about the shoes.
That's true. Yep, I've not seen the shoes being as a crypto project, that's for sure. So
and look, at the same time, like, I had another question the other day. Somebody was telling me, oh, aren't you afraid if you're going to have copycats? To be honest with you, bro, at this point, we kind of welcome copycats, because that's also free marketing for us, because people will know that we're the first shoe Trump project. And at the same time, a lot of these other projects are not going to be able to have a good team like us. They're not going to be able to have the funds like us. Like, show me another project that doesn't take money out of the dev wallet in the beginning. Like, sometimes when you see these 90%, 80% retracements, that's because the dev was putting his hand in that wallet and pressing the sell button and pocketing it and just going away with it.
Yeah, man, we've seen it too many times before, haven't we? In the crypto space. Yeah, well, that sort of led me to one of my next questions as well, which, I mean, you've pretty much answered it throughout the AMA, but I was going to ask, what do you see is the difference between yourself, this project, and other presidential tokens or other presidential projects? And I mean, some of the things that I have seen that I could mention, that you've sort of mentioned as well, is Yeah, the devs aren't sort of selling funds at all, just for profits, right? They aren't just taking money out. You were backed by another previous project, Salama, which has done really well. So a lot of the people involved already have good profits from that. That they don't need heaps of money or whatever. Is another thing you mentioned. Community style of marketing, a lot of word of mouth, not just blasting everything out as soon as possible, and trying to build it up and get people involved, get good whales and good holders, good support of the supply by holding a portion of the supply that's going to be utilized effectively for exchanges, so on and so forth, and preventing selling anyways. But yeah, I mean, that's a lot of stuff, right? But I was just wondering from your side, maybe, what do you think, if you could encompass it in one sort of sentence, what is going to be the number one thing that makes you guys different and makes you guys stand out, is makes you guys going to succeed more than other presidential tokens?
Hmm. That's a really good one.
That's
I
quite
would
a
have
question, isn't it?
that. No, that is. But I mean, I'll tell you one thing. I don't even need to do it in a sentence. I could even do it in a word. It's just teamwork. Teamwork, and another word I could choose is community. Because bro, to be honest with you, if we did not utilize our skills, if every single person in this show squad, if every single person in the community wasn't sitting there and rating and utilizing what they knew how to do best, we would not be able to be where we are now. At a certain point, in a meme project, once in the beginning, it's always the hardest part. It's always the hardest part, forming that community and forming that bond and pushing it and getting it to like X to X amount of numbers. But at a certain point in a meme, it gets so big, so high where it just becomes on autopilot. But nobody sees the hard work. Nobody sees the grind. Nobody sees the things that are being done in the background to push this project and get it to that autopilot stage. Like me and a few other team members, I swear to God, I didn't sleep till 7 o'clock in the morning. I did not sleep today till 7 o'clock in the morning, and then woke up at 12 o'clock to get on the Kid and Walter show. So I'm up for like 20 hours, 22 hours out of the day, and then just getting a few hours of sleep here, a few sneaking a nap here, and I'm barely even eating sometimes. I'm working so hard, I'm forgetting to eat.
I hear you, man. Yeah, it sounds like dedication. Hey, make sure to take care of yourself while you're out here pushing for us, okay? But uh, yeah, that's dedication for sure. So teamwork, yeah, I'd agree with you that on that. Hey, look, we've certainly spoken about a lot of stuff. Is there? I definitely want to see if there's any questions from our community as well, or any other things that we might not have covered. But from your side, do you think there's anything else that we may not have mentioned that you think would be a good thing to talk about, or that you had on your mind?
Um, I think I've spoken about everything, but I'll say one thing that I think will build more trust, that will show us that we are trying to be that dream team on the Solana space. I'll tell you guys, we are as transparent as we can ever be. If you have any questions, if you have any concerns, if you have any comments that you want to share, you can come to any of the mods directly, and believe me, it will eventually get to us, to people who are gonna see your concerns and address them. So come to the main chat. Any questions you have, anything you want to know, ask. You're free. You're open. If you want to come and help the project and contribute too, yeah, bro, come. The way we see this project, everybody in this project is a dev. Everybody in this project is a dev. If you're contributing to the development of the project, you could go and tell people you're the dev of NSO. It doesn't matter. We don't care. So we just want to let you know that we are here together on a mission to make something big, and game changing in the space, because we believe teamwork makes the dream work.
Well said, Dan. Well said. So, absolutely, guys. I would say if you're interested in this project, if you like how it's looking so far, if you like the way Dan's speaking, if you like the energy involved and the way that the team and the whole team, the community is handling the project, make sure to get involved. Go check out their Telegram group. You can find that in our pinned messages. Definitely join up there. That's where you're going to find all the latest, hottest updates. So make sure to be there. as well as you can check out their Twitter. That's a new one. We're going to be updating that on our pinned post just as soon as I get a minute to change that. But yeah, make sure to join the Telegram group because that's going to be the place to be if you're interested in following the project some more. So yeah, and I think there's a lot of exciting stuff ahead. And one of the other things that, of course, Dan has mentioned here, look, if you have some valuable skills or you're looking to want to help the project in any way, definitely reach out. They're open to community feedback. They're open to community, work. And hey, I'm sure that if you help push the project and help it succeed, there's going to be a way for you to get rewarded for it as well, right?
Absolutely.
Beyond
Absolutely.
just being a holder, right?
100%. 100%.
Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. So yeah, I mean, I know you've been grinding. You said you're on another show, the Kid and Walter show, and you have a Caesar AMA coming up, and you're on this AMA now. Really appreciate you going out and doing that work for us, and you've done a damn good job, at least on this AMA for sure. So I'm curious, beyond that, is there some more lined up as well? Just looking forward for the next, this coming week or so. Is that what's on the schedule for now? Is we got Caesar, and then is there going to be more AMAs planned too?
Yeah, I mean, if you know anybody, also, bro, share with me if you know any good legit people that you think have a good platform that are looking for speakers, bro. Share them with me, please. I'm open to talk to anybody about the project. I'm open to spread the message as far as possible. I even like today. I don't know if you're familiar with Scotty, who has 1 million followers on Twitter, Scotty T. He's also gonna call out the project too. So I shared it with him today, and he's gonna call it out on his Twitter. From what I understood from him, he actually called us out on Salama also in the past. So hopefully he's gonna give us a shout out pretty soon on his Twitter and on his call channel.
Amazing stuff, man. That'll be cool to see. Well, it sounds like you guys have been doing a great job so far and getting a lot of, good people involved, especially seeing you show up here. And I know you spoke to Sir Trust as well and sort of showed him the project earlier on too. And it's been great to see the growth from there. We've been following it for a little while now, some of us anyway. So yeah, that's awesome stuff. Now I'm going to see if there's any questions here from the community or anybody else that would like to ask anything that I might have not mentioned or overlooked or so on and so forth. So, yeah, is that good for you? Do you want to go to some questions from the community?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go.
If we have anything here, I know we've covered a lot. So, well, one question that's come in that I've just seen here, someone has asked, and I don't know how accurate this is, but they've asked, why is the liquidity not fully burnt?
So yeah, yeah, I can answer that for sure. So when we started the project, we put 1K into the liquidity and we burnt that liquidity. And as we've been going up, we've been adding, like I've added 20K liquidity on Meteor. I put 10K Sol, 10K 10K NSO, 10K USDC, and then I put another 10K Sol, 10K NSO, and then I went to the Radium wallet, to the Radium pool, and I put there also 10K, and we just had another team member also put into the liquidity pool, and we also have another team member, A-Dub, he also put, I believe, like around 20K also into the pool. So, every time we go up in market cap, we'll always add more to the liquidity pool, just so if we get some Jeets that want to sell and, cause big candles. Like right now, as we were speaking, some idiot, we touched 20 million and he literally sold 20K one shot. Like, bro, you don't need to sell 20K one shot. You could DCA it out as price goes up. So, some people just have bad intentions or just don't know how to trade and just don't know how to keep the chart looking nice. But, this is why as price goes up, we're always going to be throwing money into the liquidity pool, And this is also something else what I said about our utility. Those buybacks are going to be going buybacks, throwing in the liquidity pool and burning it just so we can make the liquidity pool fatter and fatter and fatter. Because, once we get to that 200 million, 300 million market cap, we want to be able to allow traders to trade properly without big dips going down, big dips going up. So, we'll have a nice flow, and then it'll just be the reputation of the project going higher and higher and higher as we get listed on more exchanges.
Yep. Thanks for explaining that. Got it. Yep. Yeah, that's good to see the liquidity growing as well, and be able to accommodate those bigger traders that want to make some big trades, right? So cool stuff. Let's see if there's any more questions here. I'm just looking through the chat to see if there's anybody that has a question, or maybe if somebody in here has a question too. If you want to raise your hand, you can, if you're not already muted. But if you are unmuted, just feel free to go ahead and chime in here. One thing for me that I also, oh, sorry. Who was that? Oh, I can't hear you very well, Mikasa. I see you there now, but I can't hear you very well. I'm going to turn you up, but your microphone's a little bit fuzzy.
Okay, how about now? Is it fine now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's much better. Thanks.
All right. You did a great presentation, Dan. I just wanted making some comments on this last statement. It's kind of awesome that you did factor in the fact that not every trader is of course, the sole objective of every trader is to make responsible profits, is to take profits, but not all of them are responsible profit takers. How long can you keep, of course, I'm just playing devil's advocate here, but hopefully it doesn't happen. And this is no fault, but I'm just showing you an instance. How do you deal with this process of traders who are not really competent and responsible? Who would you keep on pouring liquidity back and forth? Should people keep on misbehaving with the charts?
Well, okay. I mean, that's a good question. So one thing that we'll always do, and that we're definitely going to start doing now, we're going to start advertising to the community. If everybody could pitch in into the liquidity pool, and I'm sure that you make money off having tokens in the liquidity pool. You get fees off people trading back and forth. So as long as price is going up, as price is stable, you're always going to be making money. It's not something to worry about. So we're going to try and encourage more of our community to add to the liquidity pool. And also, in the beginning stages, I just want to mention something also. Here's like a good point. Low liquidity isn't really that bad either if you use it properly, like especially in the beginning stages of a project. So, for us to have low liquidity and to not be listed on CG and CMC, is huge, because once we are listed on CG and CMC and you see all the big money start pouring in, the market cap is going to reach 100, 200 M very, very fast, because the liquidity is not the highest. But, as price, like I said, goes up, we're definitely going to be adding more, like a shovel, taking that coal, putting it into the fire. We're going to throw that money into the liquidity pool and just burn it in there. So, those big spikes, once we get higher and higher, for people that bought in at 20M, for the people that bought in at 30M, or for the people that bought in at 10M that want to sell at 100, 200, don't have the opportunity to cause big dips. But at the end of the day, the way that we are selling the project, and the way that we are presenting the project, and the way that we are showing people our goals of reaching 1 billion market cap, this should give people some comfort. It's not like we're telling them, hey guys, look, we're just a meme coin. No, we're a meme coin plus utility. We're trying to be a safe investment, and we're telling people, if you have any ideas, please come to us. We will implement your ideas, and we'll give you credit for the ideas. We don't want the credit. We just want to build this project and make this the biggest presidential token in the Solana space, because we really have a big opportunity. If we are able to reach a very high market cap, a very, very high market cap before the presidential election, imagine if we're floating around 700 to 1 billion or even 1.5 billion market cap before a presidential election in November. Imagine if Trump wins, what's going to happen to these presidential tokens? Imagine if you already have marketed the hell out of this token and you're already in mostly every single exchange, and Trump wins. people are going to look at this token and probably will start advertising in South America. If you have NSO token, you get free admission into the US. Who knows? We'll make something up then. But it will be big. It will be big. It will be huge if Trump wins and we're already at a high market cap. So this is also an incentive to get people to hold on top of the already other incentives that we already have for people to hold with our utility.
That's pretty wild. Thinking of presidential related events, we're in March and November is still, a couple months away. I don't know. I'm in no place to, talk about how, the US runs its political affairs, but something for an event is probably you could create an event, say, for every state that Trump wins. Certain amount of tokens could be burned, or certain amount of giveaway events will happen, stuff like that. So depending on percentage ratio and all that, you guess people could actually even also make and take bets regarding states that Trump could probably win and Trump couldn't. But overall, it's you've done a really great job talking about the project. I wish you guys the very best, and I really hope that Never Surrender stays bullish mode. Thanks, Mystic. Thanks, Dan. Over to you, Mystic.
Thank you, man. I appreciate your questions there. And Mikasa brings up a good point. Is if certain events happen in the real world regarding presidential election or the winning of certain votes in states or so on and so forth, can definitely make events around that or sort of make little community parties or so on and so these sort of things, right? It's kind of a good idea.
And
can help push it.
And just so I just say something also. We've thought ahead. We've thought of plan A, plan B, like plan B. Let's suppose, God forbid. I mean, we definitely don't see this happening. Donald Trump loses the election. I mean, I don't see him ever losing to sleepy Joe Biden, to be honest with you. So Donald Trump winning the election is almost a guaranteed. But let's suppose he does lose the election. What's going to happen with NSO? We always have the option to rebrand and focus more on the shoe. So, at the end of the day, it's not a lose-lose situation. Yes, we are a Trump token. Yes, we're going to have a logo of Trump. But worst case scenario, if Trump loses, we'll just put the Trump shoe in the front, the never surrender shoe. Nobody's going to pay two minds that it's going to Trump token or not a Trump token. And we're already going to be at a high market cap and people are just going to think we're a damn shoe.
That's right. Also, the name can sort of morph into many things. Never surrender. It sounds like something for freedom fighting, or for freedom of speech, or just you can sort of make it into many things if you wanted to, right?
Exactly.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Well, if there's any other questions here as well, I'm going to go back, look through the chat again. But if any of you guys in here have a question, feel free to go ahead and ask it, or of course raise your hand if you need to.
Nobody want me that.
Hey, Owl, are you? I don't think he's meant to be unmuted. Hang on. All right, yeah, sorry guys. So again, if you have any question, feel free to ask. And I'm just gonna have one last look through the chat here, and then if there's nothing, we'll wrap things up. But let's have a look. I think we've definitely covered a lot of stuff. So let's see. Yeah, all looks good to me, man. Well, is there anything else you'd like to mention, Dan, before we wrap up here?
Yeah, I'll just mention two things. We also do plan at certain milestones to giving charity to veterans. We also have a vet with us on the team. He's an Air Force vet, and he loves this project. He's pushing this project very hard. He's always in the Telegram. He's pushing on CMC. He's pushing. He has a lot. He has a lot of love for this project, and we know once we start pushing this token to the military people, to the veterans, they're definitely going to get on board 100%, no doubt about it. And the second thing that I want to end with is I want to give out a big shout out to the show squad, to everybody in the team discussion group. I want to thank you guys so much. This project could not have been done without you. And I also want to give a shout out to Kimadelphia, who came up with this idea, Never Surrender Ones. And we are here pushing it all the way to past 1 billion.
Awesome stuff, man. Yeah, really appreciate you coming by and sharing with us. And it's pretty amazing to witness the strength of the token and just the way it's been performing on the chart there, and especially during the AMA, just went wild, which is really cool to watch. Anyway, so I appreciate you coming by, sharing everything, sharing the excitement, and I can definitely hear the passion. And you've done a great job on this AMA. So thanks again for stopping by.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Awesome, guys. Well, we'll wrap it up here. I'm going to stop the recording. But yeah, thank you again, everybody, for stopping by as well. I know a lot of people cycled through, and those of you that are here with us right now, thank you guys for coming by. Always appreciate hanging out with you and being here with you in these AMAs. So look forward to the next one, which we'll be having announcements for coming up as well. But make sure to stop by in any future AMAs as well. So here's Mystic Crypto signing off. Thank you again, everybody, for coming by. Fantastic AMA from Dan. Cheers, Dan. And let's have a great rest of the day. And yeah, we'll wrap things up here. Cheers. Thanks, bro.
Cool. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.